welcome back to my channel. It's actually been a minute. Like, I was even nervous starting the camera because what the hell, I've not been on YouTube in like 2 years. Crazy. I don't feel like I need to explain myself, but I feel like for those who are wondering why I've been gone, it's literally school and laziness. I think the last time I filmed a video for YouTube I was 16 and I'm 18 now. Like, so much has happened, but I feel like I'm ready to make a comeback. Like, I've actually missed filming and there's so many things I can do now. I'm older, I'm legal, not that I'm gonna be wilding out, but I feel like the videos will be more fun. Today I will be filming an updated makeup tutorial. The last makeup tutorial I did it was a little bit scary, but today I've got more products, better skin, better everything, and I'm ready to give you guys the full tea because I get a few compliments on my TikTok and on my Instagram about my base and how my base is really nice, which I appreciate, by the way, for everyone who says nice things. If you want a face card like mine, then keep watching. So before starting the video, I did just wipe my face down with some micellar water. The micellar water I use is this Garnier one. Just use this in my skincare routine in general, just so that I have a clean face, a clean base. This has definitely helped me clear my skin because I also get a lot of questions about my skin because I used to have really bad skin. I'm not saying my skin is the best now, but it's definitely improved since the last time you guys have seen me. The next thing I also want to do before I start this routine is to fix my lashes a little bit. I'm not gonna do like redo the whole thing, but there is a gap right there. If you guys can't see, there's also gaps in at the end, but I'm not gonna do that. But there's literally a gap right here and I just want to fill it out. So I'm gonna just fix it with my clusters quickly and I will be right back. So I've now filled in the gap. If any of you guys are wondering what clusters I use, I just use these from Amazon. They're literally £10 and it's free shipping, so yeah. If anything, I'll just put in the comments if anyone asks. Cool. So the first step of my makeup routine, I use this e.l.f. Power Grip Primer with niacinamide. I've only recently started using this, but it's actually really nice. And I see everyone using the blue one, but I have really oily skin. I just feel like the blue one's just a bit too much for me, so I really prefer this one. And they say if you have drier skin anyway, no, oilier skin, if I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, but they do say if you have oilier skin you should use this one instead of the blue one. Just because it's a lot less heavy. I'm literally just gonna put this on my skin like that. Guys, I really need a handheld mirror. If anyone wants to sponsor me and get me a handheld mirror, that would be very much appreciated, because for videos like this where I'm not sitting in front of my mirror, it would be very helpful. I'm not gonna lie. Rub it in. I use my hands for this. God, I don't know, my skin overall is fine, but of course when I want to film this video I get a spot right there. Like, you could have chose any time to pop up in a bit, but you want to choose now. The primer is very sticky, which I love because you know your product's going to stay on all day, period. Next step I move on to is my eyebrows. I don't really do too much to my eyebrows because I feel like I have good eyebrows. The Lord blessed me with naturally shaped eyebrows, so I don't really do too much. The only thing I do is just brush them up and just fill in any gaps. If I'm feeling fancy I will carve them out, but I barely carve them out, so we'll just see how I'm feeling today. So to shape my brows, I just use, oh, it's literally rubbed off, but it's the Got To Be Glue eyebrow gel. What I do is I brush my eyebrows upwards. I brush all the hairs upwards like so. Make sure every hair's up, and I will do the same for the other side. And then after you do that, you should look a little bit crazy, but it's fine because just trust the process. You're gonna brush all your eyebrow hairs upwards, and then you're gonna get spoolie or a brow brush or whatever you have that's dry. For me, I'm using the Kai Brow dual-ended pencil, so it has a brush on one side and a pencil on the other side, which we will be using in a bit. But we're gonna use the brush side and we're literally just gonna shape our brows how we want them. Personally, I go straight and then I go down, which is what I'm gonna do for both sides. As you can see, I've got a small gap there. We're gonna fill that in a second, but we're just gonna do the same thing for both brows. That is what it's looking like. So we're gonna let it sit for a little bit. So I usually just use my hands and just fan it down, just so that it's a bit sticky and it doesn't move, because you don't want to be using the eyebrow pencil when your brows are sticky, because then the eyebrows hairs will just move. We're gonna get the pencil side of the eyebrow pencil, and this is in the shade Ebony. It's in the shade Ebony 006 from Kylie Cosmetics, and we're just gonna fill in any gaps that we have just to make it look a bit more full. Guys, this is the only small mirror I have. It's actually so sad, but I'm gonna use this to fill my see myself filling in my eyebrows. So during that process, maybe some of your brows, if you're following along, maybe some of your brows have moved, which is fine. You're not going to go in with the gel, you're going to go in again with the dry spoolie or the dry eyebrow pencil brush, and you're just going to also blend it in and carve out your brows again so that the hairs are nice and straight. People always ask me all the time, like, have I got my eyebrows done? What do I ask for when I get my eyebrows done? Guys, I've never touched my brows. When I was younger, I was never allowed to anyways. Never done my eyebrows. This is how my eyebrows naturally are, and I don't think I will ever do my brows because I just like the way they look. I like the way I look. So yeah, that's no shade to anyone that does their brows. They like, there's girls that do their brows and they have such nice brows, but me personally, for my face, I think I like the way my brows look. So yeah, these are my brows. We're gonna move on to the face. For my face, I have never used foundation before. I do not use foundation. I used foundation once when I was at a modeling shoot, and I really did not like the way it made my skin feel. So since then, I've always just not liked it. I do want to try it again though. I just want to find a nice one that just doesn't feel too heavy on my face. But yeah, since that experience, I've always used tinted moisturizer. It's the best, in my opinion. To be honest, it's all I've ever used, but I genuinely like it. It works, in my opinion, it works as a foundation. Like, if you're someone like me that doesn't like makeup that's too heavy, get a tinted moisturizer. Like, it's so good. I personally use the Fenty Beauty one. It's in the shade Eavesdrop number 20, and I've been using it for about 2 years now. To be honest, I think it's even expired, but listen, I'm gonna get my money's worth. Like, it's still good. Like, 2 years later, it's still good, still perfect condition. Like, invest in Fenty Beauty. It's so good. Put it on my face like so. Hopefully it doesn't get on my clothes. So we're just gonna start with this, and then if I need more, obviously we'll apply more. And then I'm just gonna get my foundation brush from Boots, and this is the N301 brush, and I'm literally just gonna brush this in, blend it in my face. That is it. Do you see how my skin just looks so even? And I didn't even add a lot of product, and like, the coverage is giving. I think that's enough, to be honest. I think my face looks pretty good. Next, usually people go in with concealer, but I'm gonna go in with blush first, and I'm gonna use the Made by Mitchell liquid blush in the shade Peach Sugar, and I'm just gonna put this on my cheeks. Of course, I naturally have quite high cheekbones. You can definitely see it here. When, even without me smiling, you can see that. So I'm gonna put some there just to accentuate it, and then I'm also gonna put some a bit higher. And with this we don't need to put too much because I am gonna go over it with a powder blush after I finish baking and everything, which you guys will see. But we're just gonna start off with this, and we're just gonna blend it out with a beauty blender. I also sometimes put some on my nose if there's too much product, and it makes it look cute. I definitely put too much on this side, but it's okay because we're gonna use some concealer and it's gonna make me look less like a clown. I made a recent purchase of the No. 7 Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Serum Concealer, and I'm not gonna lie, this is so good and it blends out so nicely, and I feel like I got the perfect shade. I do want to try a lighter shade just to see what it look like if I mix these two together, but this is the one I currently have, and it's in the shade Medium Rich, and this is from No. 7. I'm gonna put some on my chin here just to brighten it up a little bit, and then I'm gonna put some on my forehead, only a little bit, because I don't really, when it comes to my forehead, I don't feel like I put that much product on my forehead apart from tinted moisturizer, concealer and bronzer or contour, but mostly bronzer. So I'm only gonna put a little bit on my forehead, and then I just do the inner corners like this just to lift up my eyes a bit, and also to help with blending out the blush because I did kind of put too much. And yeah, that is the placement of my concealer. Now we're just gonna blend it out. As you guys know, I'm 18 now, which means I'm going to uni. Like, well, I guess you guys would know. What if you live in the UK anyways? Like, I'm going to uni in September and I'm quite excited. Like, everyone keeps asking me how I feel about it, and I'm excited. Like, I'm ready to get away from home. Not that anything is happening, but I think maybe it's because I'm an older daughter, or I don't know what it is, but like, I'm just ready for my independence. I'm ready to just do my own thing. I'm ready to kind of find a routine on my own, kind of get a taste of what it's like living by myself, or kind of just taking care of only myself, because I've never really experienced that before. I'm so used to taking care of other people, like my family and friends. Not that that's a bad thing, but I'm kind of just ready for the change. Like, bro, I've been wanting to move out since I was like 14. I've always had this dream of like having a big apartment and everything, which I do still think I will achieve in Jesus' name. But I think I'm just ready for a new chapter in my life. Obviously there is some things I'm nervous about, but if you're the same age as me and you're kind of like me where you're just ready for independence, like, let me know how you're feeling, because everyone I speak to is like, oh, I'm nervous to leave home. Like, I get you, but it's like, I feel like I can't relate because I feel the complete opposite. Like, I'm so ready to just be more independent. Next, I'm gonna go in with some bronzer, and I'm gonna use the Made by Mitchell curve case. You guys have probably seen this all over TikTok, and yes, the adverts, the rumors are true. This is actually amazing, coming from someone who doesn't sell stuff on TikTok, and it's actually a like customer. Mitchell, you did your thing, to be honest. This is the liquid one, I think they call it. The one that's not powder is this one, and I think this is the medium case. I think they do have a darker version of this case, but this is the medium one. And I'm gonna be using this shade for my bronzing and just giving my face a little bit of shape. I'm gonna get my Refi dual-ended brush, and I'm gonna use this side, and then I'm gonna blot like where I want the bronzer or the contour to be. I don't really know what this is, to be honest, but I see people use it as a bronzer and as a contour. I personally use it just to bronze and make my face a little bit more brown, darker. This shade, which is the shade Toned Up, and I'm gonna just put where I want it, and then I'm just gonna blend it out using the same side. Before I blend it out, I'm gonna get my Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, I think it's called. It's in the shade Medium Deep, and I'm just gonna put it right here and right here, and I'm gonna blend it out last with a brush, obviously. Okay, as you can see, I've got the bronzer on. Now we're gonna blend out these little inner corners, and we're just gonna use a concealer brush from Boots. Because the bronzer from the Made by Mitchell has kind of created this harsh kind of lining right here, we're gonna go back in with the number 7 concealer, and we're just gonna brighten it up a bit and kind of make sure everything is even and blend it out. Or not a dot, but a little bit of concealer in the corner right here. I'm gonna put some concealer in over here, the bottom over here, and then the same thing on the other side, just on the bottom. So that is the base routine. So we're gonna go in with the baking process. We're gonna go in with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake in the shade Blondie. So we're just gonna get our powder puff. We're gonna press it in. When you press it in, make sure you, babe, press that ish in deep so that you can get as much product as possible on the powder puff. With the inner corners first, because I want it to sit for the longest, so I'm gonna do it first. I'm gonna start here with my nose so that when I blend out the powder, my nose will look straight and snatched. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna, obviously you guys will be able to see what's going on. And I'm just gonna bring it upwards like so. And we're just gonna put any excess product, we can just put it like that. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side, and you see how I've started with my nose so that it can be straight. We're gonna press it hard again, get as much product as possible, like so, and we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Like so. This smells really good, by the way. If you have the Huda Beauty setting powder, it smells so tea, like I love it. I'm gonna press it in again, but we're gonna get a minimal product this time, and we're just gonna put it underneath my chin, just like that, not too much. And we're gonna do the same thing for my forehead, because again, I don't like to put too much product on my forehead because I just feel like I don't need to. Like, I don't have the smallest forehead in the world, but it's not the biggest either, so I don't like to do too much. We're just literally gonna do the same thing we did with our chin, just tap it in a bit. With the sides, we're just gonna do the same thing we did with our under eyes. Get a lot of product, press it in, and then get snatched. That's a little hack, guys. If the product stops coming out, shake it, turn it upside down, and you're gonna get hella product. Like so. While we let our setting powder sit on our face and bake for a little bit, I am going to do my lip combo. My lip combo really varies and depends on how I feel. I'm going to show you the 3 main lip combos I use. It just depends on either where I'm going or how I'm feeling. Like if I'm wearing a lot of makeup that day, if I'm doing a full beat like I am today, maybe I don't want to wear gloss. Like, it just depends on my mood. But for my lip liner, it's always the same. And this is not even a lip liner, this is eyeliner. This is brown eyeliner by Rimmel London. It's in the shade Chocolate Brown 02. And I don't use it on my eyes, I use it on my lips obviously. So we're just going to take the lip gloss I have on now off, and I'm going to show you guys how I do my lip liner. I'm going to get this lippy liner, well eyeliner, but we're using it as a lip liner. I don't really do anything too special, I literally just go around my lips, and I don't really overline. I do feel like I have quite full lips, even though I would like bigger lips, guys. Comment if you think I should get lip filler. I wouldn't mind a little 0.5. But with my lip liner, I literally just go around my natural lining of my lips. Literally Like, my natural lip liner is what I go around. I don't overline, like I don't do any of that. I just follow the natural shape of my lips. With my bottom lip, obviously I go around the natural line, but I also go on my lip a little bit, just so that there's more product, and that when I put the lip gloss on, it's a little bit more toned down. It will blend in nicely instead of just looking like lip liner then lip gloss. It will just, I don't know, if that's the vibe you go for, that's fine, but me, I like for my lip liner and my lip gloss or my lipstick, whatever I'm wearing on the day, to be blended in. So that's why I fill in my lips a little bit with this lip liner. When it comes to lip combos, like lip gloss lipsticks, the two main ones I use are the ones from Maybelline. And I either use this lighter shade. This is for like everyday type of vibe, like just put it on quickly before you leave the house. This is in the shade Ice. So this is more of an everyday one, but if I'm doing full glam, then I will use this one in the shade Reef. And this is literally just Maybelline Lifter Gloss, and we're literally just gonna put this on like normal. So I'll put it on the bottom first, then I rub my lips together, then I get some more lip gloss. Bless me. And I just put it on the top as well, just underneath where I put the liner. And that is my lip combo. It's tea. Now that I've finished with my lip combo, I'm gonna go in and brush off the powder, the setting powder, because I feel like I've baked enough. It's been sitting on my face for enough time now. We're gonna go in again with the Refi double-ended brush, and we're gonna use this side instead to take off the powder. And that is what I'm looking like right now. You can see a little bit of undertone from the Made by Mitchell liquid blush, but I'm just gonna accentuate that a little bit more, and I'm gonna put on some powder blush instead. This is in the shade Cherry actually, but it's the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow in the shade Cherry. So I just use this and literally just go on my cheekbones and just go over where I put the liquid blush, just to make it pop a little bit more. Guys, when I was in secondary school, I had such blush blindness, like it was so bad. Now I'm older, I'm so happy I'm out of that stage, because I was looking like a clown. I was going to school looking like a clown. Like, we weren't even allowed makeup, but like I was going to school looking like a clown and nobody would tell me anything. Like, it's crazy. Even the teachers would look at me funny, but they wouldn't say nothing. Like, you guys are real haters, for real. Just smile and put the blush on. This is very pigmented, so I don't like to go too heavy on one side. That is pretty much it for my base. There's only 2 more steps left in my makeup tutorial routine, and that's gonna be mascara and eyeliner. We're actually just gonna bring back the mole I have, because I naturally have a mole or beauty spot, whatever you want to call it, on my face, and I really like it. And obviously when I wear makeup it gets covered up, so I just like to bring it back with some eyeliner. That is what I do with the eyeliner. For the mascara, obviously I'm not going to put it on my top lashes because I have clusters on, so we're just going to put it on the bottom lashes just to make my eyes pop a little bit more. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys which mascara. This is the Sky High mascara by Maybelline. Everyone knows about this mascara, it's really good. But yeah, I'm going to put this on my bottom lashes. I'm going to do the same on the other eye. I hate when I put mascara on and it flipping does that. Like, do you mind? Of course, well, yeah, normally I would use the One Size setting spray, but I've actually run out. This is literally an empty can, but I just kept it because I wanted to show you guys. But I would usually use the One Size setting spray, but recently, don't judge me, for my setting spray I've been using hairspray. There's got to be glue hairspray. So anyways, that is literally my makeup routine, tutorial, whatever you want to call it. I get a lot of compliments on it, which I'm very grateful for, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you next time.